Sticking to an exercise routine is often framed as a matter of discipline, motivation, or physical willpower. But in reality, the key differentiator between those who maintain long-term fitness habits and those who burn out or give up isn't necessarily strength or stamina, it's emotional intelligence. This less visible, but deeply impactful trait shapes how people interpret setbacks, manage internal resistance, and make mindful choices about their health behaviors. At its core, emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and regulate your own emotions, empathize with others, and navigate social and psychological complexity. And when it comes to building sustainable fitness routines, it's a game changer. First, consider self-awareness, the foundation of emotional intelligence. People with high self-awareness tend to notice not just what they're feeling, but why they're feeling it. They can recognize when stress, boredom, or anxiety is undermining their desire to exercise, and they know how those emotions show up in their behavior, like skipping a workout, binging on screens instead, or making excuses. Rather than reacting automatically, they pause and reflect. This subtle awareness gives them a psychological edge. They're less likely to fall into unconscious patterns that derail progress and more likely to choose in alignment with their deeper goals. Over time, this kind of metacognitive reflection becomes an internal compass, one that helps keep them on track even when external motivation fades. Then there's self-regulation, perhaps the most practical form of emotional intelligence in the context of fitness. Life is unpredictable. Schedules get disrupted, energy dips, moods fluctuate. But people with strong emotional self-regulation aren't ruled by these fluctuations. They know how to adapt without quitting. If they can't make the gym, they improvise at home. If they're tired, they scale intensity instead of skipping entirely. They don't frame inconsistency as failure, but as a normal part of the process. This kind of flexibility, not perfectionism, is what allows a fitness habit to survive real life. Self-regulation also helps in navigating delayed gratification, the patience to tolerate discomfort now, like the effort of a workout, in exchange for a future payoff, better health, more energy, improved mood. Emotional intelligence also enhances goal alignment. High EQ individuals tend to set goals that are intrinsically motivated, driven by personal meaning or values, rather than external pressure or fleeting desires. They're more likely to say, I want to feel strong so I can be more present for my kids, than I want to look good for summer. These deeper reasons tend to be more stable and motivating over time, which protects adherence even when enthusiasm wanes. The emotional resonance of the goal creates an internal feedback loop. The more aligned the activity is with identity, the more satisfaction it brings, and the more sustainable it becomes. Another underrated aspect of emotional intelligence in fitness is empathy, not just toward others, but toward oneself. Many people are overly critical when they miss a workout or regress in performance. But individuals with high empathy are more likely to approach these moments with understanding rather than judgment. They treat setbacks as part of a learning curve, not a moral failure. This self-compassion helps preserve motivation because it keeps the experience emotionally safe. When the mind doesn't associate fitness with shame or self-flagellation, it becomes easier to return to it consistently, without fear or avoidance. Finally, emotional intelligence improves how people interact with others in their fitness journey. Whether it's working with a coach, joining a fitness class, or simply explaining workout priorities to family members, emotionally intelligent people tend to communicate more clearly, manage social dynamics more effectively, and build stronger support networks. They're more likely to ask for help when needed, celebrate others' progress without comparison, and stay engaged in communities that reinforce their own habits. These social-emotional connections can add a powerful layer of accountability and motivation, often more reliable than willpower alone. In the end, exercise adherence isn't just about building physical routines, it's about navigating the emotional terrain that comes with lifestyle change. Emotional intelligence equips individuals with the skills to weather the ups and downs of progress, reframe discomfort, recover from slip-ups, and stay rooted in values that transcend short-term results. It transforms fitness from a reactive process into a thoughtful one, where choices are not just made with the body, but with clarity, intention, and emotional maturity. If discipline is the engine, emotional intelligence is the steering wheel. And when the two work together, long-term health becomes not just possible, but natural.